Emotional stress, whether caused by chronic worry, anxiety, or other psychological factors, can deeply affect our bodies at the cellular level, accelerating the aging process. Scientists from many countries have studied telomere length in people experiencing chronic emotional stress. Most of them have revealed shorter telomeres, that mean higher aging degree of their cells. Let's very briefly describe what telomeres are. Our bodies are made up of organs, which are composed of tissues, and tissues are made of cells. Inside almost all cells, there is a nucleus. Nucleus houses our DNA, which is packed in chromosomes, and telomeres are acting like the protective caps at their ends. Each time a cell divides, its DNA is copied to create new cells. However, the machinery responsible for copying DNA cannot fully duplicate the very ends of the telomeres. As a result, with each division, a small portion of the telomere is lost. When telomeres become critically short, cell dies. The accumulation of these dead cells over time can contribute to aging and the development of various age-related diseases. That's why we can consider telomeres as a universal biological clock. The shorter they are, the older the cell is. Significantly shorter telomeres were detected in people with depression or anxiety. In a group of employees working in high-stress environments. Also in individuals with post-traumatic stress disorder. And those who had experienced multiple traumatic events throughout their life, such as childhood abuse or neglect. Relatively recently, scientists have discovered a magic enzyme that can replenish the length of telomeres, therefore reverse aging. Unfortunately, in most of our body's cells, telomerase activity is limited. That's why, day by day, we continue aging. Along with this, it turned out that in some people aging process is even more accelerated, because stress reduces telomerase activity. Higher levels of perceived stress in mothers of children with autism spectrum disorder were associated with lower telomerase activity. Also, the caregivers of individuals with chronic illnesses had lower telomerase activity. These are just a few examples from many similar studies. Some of you may be interested in the mechanisms underlying these effects. Let's explain these very difficult processes very briefly and simply. While all these are still under investigation, most scientists agree on the following. Increased oxidative stress. When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones can make cells produce more reactive oxygen species, which can hurt telomeres and make it hard for telomerase to do its job. Inflammation. Chronic emotional stress can lead to persistent low-grade inflammation throughout the body. Different immune molecules, which are being produced in response to stress, can directly affect telomere maintenance pathways and contribute to telomere shortening. Altered gene expression. Stress can make our genes act differently, including the ones that help manage telomeres. When these genes aren't working right, it can disrupt the balance between telomere shortening and elongation, accelerating cellular aging processes. In next releases we will continue reviewing the effects of stress on other hallmarks of aging. And, what is most important, we'll provide you detailed information about how to reverse some aging processes, as this is already uncovered by scientists. So, subscribe this channel, and click on the bell icon not to miss interesting updates. Also, follow the links in the description below.